The show will be starting soon, so we hope you enjoy.
Woo! Yeah.
Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents.
It's dreadful to be so poor.
And with Father away at the war, it seems barely a holiday.
Mother says we shouldn't have presents with the soldiers suffering at the front.
I know I ought to sacrifice gladly,
But you can't.
isn't it awful?
We've $1 or $2, but I'm sure we grub hard enough to earn it.
Teaching ill-behaved children day after day.
Well, I'm a slave to Aunt March. Housework, housework, housework for me.
None of you suffer as I do, teaching impertinent girls who laugh at my dresses.
Why can't we join up and fight as Papa has?
They don't let girls fight.
They need nurses. I don't want bandages. I want to fight.
Mother should be coming up soon.
Her slippers are quite worn out. How about we each get something from Army rather than something for ourselves?
Excellent. We must go tomorrow afternoon, for we've got to spend the morning rehearsing our Christmas play.
Amy, come and rehearse your fainting. You're stiff as a poker.
I don't like to make myself black and blue.
You must stagger across the stage crying out, Rodrigo, save me, save me!
Rodrigo, save me.
Ghastly. You're at such splendid things, Joe. You're a regular Shakespeare.
The witch's curse is rather nice, but I've done better.
Marmy,
I have a treat for you all after supper.
a letter from Father.
A nice long Christmas letter.
Does it say we can come home?
Months, I'm afraid.
I swear I shall faint if I don't hear it this very minute.
Yeah, come on, read it, please.
Really, you are an impossible gaggle, and I shan't drink part of my old cream.
Ooh.
Stop.
Give them all my dear love and a Christmas kiss. I know they will be a great help to their mother, that I need to be ever prouder.
I'm a selfish pig, and I must be better.
Better is the always journey. So, my girls, be best at for the home.
Marmy, as per usual, has pulled us from despondency, and today's path is to clean the house. Marmy's given us each such wonderful books.
Where is she, though, Hannah? Some poor creature came up begging, and your mom went to see what was needed.
How long have you been with us, Hannah?
Since the dinosaurs walked here. When Marmy comes home, we must shower her with presents.
Hush, she's on the steps.
Merry
Christmas, Marmy!
Well, that is very nice indeed.
We've all presents for you.
And I shall treasure them. But first, not far from here lies a poor woman with a newborn baby, 6 children, and nothing to eat. Will you agree to give them our Christmas breakfast as a Christmas present?
Well, of course we will. We shall each carry a dish.
Excellent, good.
Loving our neighbors is better than our breakfast. Off we go. Everyone quiet. Curtain going up. A gloomy wood. Hugo the villain. I hate this young Rodrigo. He stands in the mountain between my beloved Tsar and myself. Hagar, come forth.
Who calls me?
I, Hugo the Dark, I demand 2 potions. One to make Zara love me, and the other to destroy Rodrigo.
I call on the spirits to render you the love potion.
Hither I come, the world I roam. I bring its potion to its new home.
In this bottle is Rodrigo's death. At last! Ah, ha, ha!
I, Don Pedro, hate this Hugo, and will, oh dark spirits, be revenged on him!
End of Act 1.
Very frightening and thrilling.
Act 2. Rodrigo, I, Zara, obey. Rodrigo comes.
You're the lover now?
We're shorthanded.
It is I, Don Pedro.
Get out, Pedro.
Shh! Rise, both. You have shamed your father. Away to the castle's deepest dungeon.
End of Act 2. Intermission? Act 3. Remember, Marmee, Hagar the sorcerer gave Hugo the villain the poison, but he hates him.
I, Hagar, will free the lovers and send Hugo into the eternal fire.
Servant, your master Hugo calls.
Yes, master?
Take these goblins to the prisoners in their cell and tell them Hugo comes anon. Wait, I have further instructions. Go. These goblets mean death to Zara and Rodrigo. Thus, I am revenged! Zara and Rodrigo, a toast to thy destruction. I'm betrayed! No! No!
Don Pedro, told of Hugo's villainous plot, wishes to mend the broken web of love. Come forward, Don Pedro. I, Don Pedro, wish to repair a father's wrong. Step forward, Rodrigo. I bequeath you untold wealth. Step forward, Zara. Kneel if you will take this man as husband. It is love that keeps the universe on its eternal course.
Were we good, Margie?
The best play of them all. I'll go.
Well, as it is a success, I shall write a sequel. And perhaps a sequel to the sequel. What is it, Meg? You look quite stunned.
A regular note of invitation from Mrs. Gardner for a party on New Year's Eve.
Thunderbolts! Good heavens, we have nothing to wear.
Then you will wear what you have.
My dilemma too.
Wait, I know you. You live next door.
I'm afraid I do. I'm called Lloyd, though I prefer Teddy.
Joe, though I prefer Joe.
You don't care to dance this, Joe?
I'm afraid I just upset the furniture. You?
I've been abroad and don't know the style.
Are you off to college, Jim?
Not for a year.
Well, then as we live next door, I suppose we shouldn't marry to make a proper story.
Whoa, you like the shot, don't you? Here's a long hall down there where we could dance without being seen or criticized. Please come.
I pronounce you a nice boy, and I will.
Oh, I shall go mad with boredom.
Life isn't a book, Amy.
More's the pity.
Has anyone anything to tell?
We're wasting away from lack of amusement.
At school, Susie Perkins drew a picture of Mr. Davis with a monstrous nose, looking through a telescope saying, "Young ladies, my eyes upon you."
I always thought her a little beast, but now I admire her.
Joe.
Retracted. Have you a story, Marmee?
Once there were 4 girls, but many comforts and pleasures, and yet were not contented. They made excellent resolutions, yet somehow did not keep them very well. They made excellent resolutions, but they asked a wise woman, and she said, "Think of others and then of yourself." I believe they have never started to act on that advice.
The fallen warrior.
Haven't seen you about.
Out for air and cough medicine. Been shut up all week with the chills. It's been those that told me they were grandfathers.
Isn't there some nice girl who would read to you?
Are you saying you'd come?
Perhaps, though I'm not quiet or nice. Well, here I am, bag and baggage. Wouldn't my reading aloud amuse you?
Rather talk, really. It's grandfather. Are you afraid?
I simply won't be afraid. He seems a bit of a grim guts, but looks on everything.
So, you're not afraid of me, eh?
Not too much, sir.
Your hand, then. Come down to tea. Ah! Have you met Gloria's tutor, John Brooks?
Indeed not.
Silence reigns. Come on, the lot of you. Tea is the loosener of tongues.
eyes and pretty manners.
No sentimental rubbish, please.
He must come to see us and bring us handsome eyes and pretty manners.
Revolting.
Now, babe, go and make it up.
You know, Marmy, I've seen Laurie and that suitor John Brooks talking on several occasions.
No harm in conversation.
Mr. Lawrence says their piano needs regular use, and I'm invited to visit and come to it any time.
Lovely. I think Bill and Meg shall go with you the first time.
Show him that lawyer outside talking.
I'm sure he'll make a fine man if not spoiled by petting.
Seems very accomplished.
He isn't conceited, is he?
No, he is not.
Display is never necessary.
For instance, it's not necessary to display your painting by the front door for everyone to see.
I do no such thing.
Or primping by the mirror. Or draping yourself about whenever John Brooks visits.
Ooh, you are so mean, Joe.
I am very much appreciating a quiet evening with my girls.
It's very calming to the spirit.
Has anyone seen the new story I've been working on? I can't find it anywhere.
You leave things about everywhere.
Have you seen it?
I haven't, and I don't care.
You know something about it, and you'd best tell.
I burn it up.
I wanted to finish that story for Father.
I told you I'd make you pay for saying nasty, hurtful lies about
You
me.
wicked, wicked girl!
Joe, for heaven's sake!
I will never, ever forgive you!
Are you writing me?
No, I'm not! Ah!
You cannot hide from this, Joe.
She burnt my story.
You can write another story, but you'll never have another sister. Now don't let the sun go down upon your anger.
Mrs. March.
What on earth now?
She wouldn't listen. It's getting too far out and broke through the ice.
Oh no!
She's wet through. Amy, you're kind of broken?
No, but I'm freezing.
Hurry! Take her upstairs and Beth will get her soak clothes off.
It's my dreadful temper. I'm so savage. I should do something someday that will spoil my life. Help me.
There now. You must remember this day and resolve with all your soul that you will never know another like it. Now quickly, go dear and make your peace. You know you want to go. Go!
Leave me alone.
I'm a beast. I'm worse than a beast.
You are.
Will you ever forgive me?
You shook me.
And over a stupid story that wasn't good in any case.
I don't know why I burnt it. I'm furious that you're so smart.
And I'm furious that you're so pretty.
I'm so sorry, Joe.
We're the sorriest within miles. Perhaps we'll improve.
Perhaps we will.
May I come in?
Of course you may.
We've quite run out of interesting conversation.
Well, perhaps John Brooks can give us a scientific lecture.
John Brooks will not.
Perhaps we should talk about our castles in the air.
I have far too many.
One, please.
To Italy and become a famous musician.
I shall have a lovely house with red cushions.
And no one else in it?
Oh, I don't know.
I should like my books to be as famous as Laurie's music.
Mine to stay at home with mother and father and teach children. You, Mr. Brooks.
My own school one day. And choose you and Meg to teach in it.
I shall be the best artist in the world.
I'm sure you will be.
I fear I have no real dreams or talents.
Just wait and see. We shall meet up in 10 years and perhaps we'll all pop like balloons.
That's a bit grim.
For some reason, I'm a terrible grump. I really must go. Would you pretend I'm nice and let me come again?
If you're good and behave as young boys ought at a party.
Yes. Well,
If you don't mind, I must go and settle him down.
Of course.
If you don't mind, I must settle you down.
Joe, stop it.
Joe, woman of mystery.
One can only hope.
I aspired to from the post office mailing a thick package the size of several manuscripts.
You've caught me, officer. 2 to be exact.
Bravo. You know, I've been playing the waiter at the billiards parlor.
Tut tut.
Do you worry about me, Joe?
I suppose I might.
Excellent. Then let's share bona fide secrets.
I'd love to, but I haven't any.
Fess up or you never hear mine.
Well, I've given 2 stories to the newspaper, which have been pronounced swell, but no real answer till next week.
Oh, hurrah for Miss March.
Hush, you lunatic. Yours now, if you please.
Oh, Meg's lost both of her gloves. One's been found, but I don't know the fellow who's treasuring the other.
Out with the name.
Oh dear. It's like I forgotten.
I shall punish you severely.
What on earth is this?
A fight to the death.
You are so devilishly unladylike. My advice, Joe?
Mine first. Don't go and marry a man who is poor as a mouse.
Well, really. I know exactly what you're getting at, Joe March, and I shall never choose money over love.
Well, some of us might go and marry someone, you know.
You best hold your tongue, young Lawrence.
Not forever, Joe March.
Hello, all.
Good heavens, we shall die of heart explosion.
Let's see.
What's your game, Missy?
There seems to be a quite dazzling story in the paper.
And who wrote it?
Why? I knew it. I knew it.
How very wonderful.
That's surprising.
Would you care to hear the tale?
Yes.
There once was a girl who sewed herself a pair of purple trousers.
Nothing pleasant ever seems to happen. We go grubbing along day after day as if on a treadmill.
It's as if we were Russian. I wish I could do for you all what I do to my heroines. I should write you a fortune and send you abroad and bring you home lady something or other in a blaze of splendor and romance.
Women don't make fortunes. They have to marry for money and be eternally grateful.
Marmee and Laurie are coming up the walk.
Hello, Laurie.
Hello, Joe.
Any letter from father, girls?
No, Marmee.
It's one of those horrible telegraph things, Mom. What is it, Marmee?
Your husband very ill. Come at once. It's from a hospital in Washington. I shall go at once.
Oh, Marmee.
No time for tears now. Laurie,
Yes, ma'am?
will you send a telegraph saying I'll come at once?
I'll see you.
Here, Marmee, to make father comfortable.
$25?
For my stories.
Dear Joe.
Well, it is the tiniest bit heroic.
Joe.
Well, I didn't know there was a laugh in me. Pray with me, daughters.
can take my fury out on these pillows.
I've got to go to work, drat it.
On your way home, you check up on the Hummel family as Marmy asked.
I'll be late.
I'll go.
Adieu, noble Bethany. The Roman mob salutes you.
While sitting down, I noticed.
When you clean, why doesn't it look any better?
At least when we don't clean, it doesn't look worse.
You've certainly been gone for ages.
It seems so. You both have scarlet fever, haven't you?
Scarlet fever.
Years ago, when Meg did. Why?
Oh, Joe, the baby's dead.
At the Hummels?
Dad on my lap before Mrs. Hummel got home.
No. Don't cry, dear. What did you do?
When the doctor came, he said it was scarlet fever. And he told me to go home right away and take belladonna, or I might catch it.
Upstairs, immediately.
You shouldn't touch me.
Utter nonsense.
Amy has very kindly agreed to break the boredom at Aunt March's.
It's the best thing, as we don't want to be running a hospital.
How's Beth?
Lying down, but pale and worried.
She should be seen by Dr. Banks.
I'll go. I have wings on my feet.
I have great hopes for that young fellow.
He does fairly well. For a boy.
Oh, you look desperately pale, Joe. Is Beth worse?
Dr. Banks keeps calling it a light case, but he's always in dark corners whispering to Hannah. Finally, I grabbed him and sat him down. I should send for Mother.
As bad as that?
It is. Yesterday, Beth didn't even know who we were. Mother and Father are both gone, and God seems so far away I can't find him.
Hold on to me, Joe. I have some good news, really.
What on earth could that be?
I took the tiger by the tail and telegraphed your mother. She'll be home tonight.
We're the best of friends, you know?
Yes, of course we are. The train's at 2 a.m. I'll go for it.
Right to the edge, Joe March. Oh, Meg, Mother's coming on the late train.
How wonderful. Oh, Joe, I wish I had no heart. It aches so.
Hug me forever. I need it. Marmy!
Thank heaven.
Oh, Marmy!
Now, I cannot thank you enough, girls, for all that has been done. We could not have reached this moment, so full of hope, without you.
Touch her forehead. Thank God she's almost cool.
My beautiful child, you're safe now, dearest. To come home with such wonderful news, I couldn't have imagined it. She's doing so much better.
Now we'll have to believe in miracles.
And good care, Joe.
May I tell you something about Meg, Mother?
Speak low. She's asleep.
John Brooks owns a lorry that he likes Meg, but doesn't dare say so as he's so poor.
Is Meg's joking?
I don't know anything about love and such nonsense.
As you know, John Brooks went with me to Washington at Laurie's request. He made himself clear about Meg and said he must get himself up in order before he prefers.
I knew Mr. was doing. Surely he'll scratch up a fortune. Honestly, why weren't we all boys? I, for one, don't like it. I planned she would marry Laurie by and by.
Oh, have you? Well, we'll see what nature has to say about that. No meddling, John.
I would never think of such a thing.
Oh, of course you wouldn't.
Deep in Denmark, are you, Miss Shakespeare?
Well, don't you look spiffy?
Close to me and the boys at college.
Only the boys?
Only the boys.
So you say. I quite think college will be your cup of tea.
To be honest, I don't really want to go. I have much more of a mind to see where you and I might get to.
Oh, Laurie, you're the finest gentleman I met. We've been friends over hill and dale, and after I've traveled the world and hobnobbed with kings and highwaymen and astonished them all with my books, and know what's what, then I will seek you out on your musical pinnacle and see where you and I might get to. Now, off to college with you, lad. We're the best of friends. The rest can wait.
If you say so.
I do. I say so with a full heart. Now, I have a secret for you. I'm through with publishing tidbits in newspapers. I'm hooked on a larger fish.
That's wonderful. A regular book, will it be?
Government secret, I'm afraid. Until we meet again. Now, I'm off to chapter 7.
Joe March, world famous author.
Teddy Lawrence, usurper of Mozart's throne.
I shall not do so in the future.
Now don't be too good, Amy. I believe no great painter has been.
I shall be both great and good.
That is entirely too much for my mind to consider.
I'm so full of happiness that should father be here, I'd burst.
And I.
I'll make it forth. Almost perfection.
Well, perhaps perfection is possible.
I don't want to say the fellow has something up his sleeve.
Magicians are always welcome here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the spirit of Christmas.
Father! Oh my! I can't believe it. Nor I can.
Am I to have a turn?
Your father could do with a bit of rest, I think. Perhaps we should sit him down.
Mr. John Brooks is nurse, surgeon, and doctor altogether.
We cannot thank you enough, John. But perhaps Meg can. Go on.
Instead of thanking him, I suggest we simply adopt him.
Are you trip to the hospital, Father?
Boot out and good riddance.
John and I must go soon. We are engaged to spend Christmas with my grandfather.
Tell him I'll come and do him a game of chess.
It will be his pleasure, sir.
Good night, all. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Come on, Lothario.
Home at last, Father. We've been groaning over the dismal Christmas we expected to have.
Yet the year has had its pleasures.
Has it indeed?
I think the year hard.
I'm glad it's over. You're home and we begin again.
A rough road, my pilgrims, but the burdens I think will lighten.
How, Father?
Oh, I've made several discoveries today.
Tell.
I remember a time when this hand was smooth. It was very pretty to me then, but all more pretty now. A small burn here, a blister, a hardened palm. I value the work you do make more than smooth hands and fashionable accomplishments, and I hope not soon asked to give this hand away.
And Joe, Father, she's been very, very good to me.
Joe, indeed, a young lady who pins her collar straight, laces her boots neatly, and wild girl like she is, mixes her dreams with helping her family. I will never forget the $5 and $20 she sent me.
And Beth?
She has won a hard fight and one with unmatched courage.
And me, Father?
A strong young woman with resolve in her eye. You know, I think when time has passed, John Brooks might have been a very admirable husband. Any further thoughts, Joe?
I was thinking, Father, that there's a story in us that might well make a book.
Oh, dear.
Oh, double dear.
For coming. They did fabulous work. They worked super hard. I'm proud of them. And what are you doing?
We just wanted to say a really big thank you to Mrs. Benjamin for all of the hard work that she put into this production. It definitely would not have happened without her, so we're very thankful for